What's going on, folks? It's D. White, founder of JustBlackThoughts.com, and I'm just one black male educator, give you my thoughts in black. One of the most powerful statements you can make in a classroom is, I don't know yet. And you're probably thinking, well, maybe you're trying to buy time and you don't want to deal with a kid. If anything, when you make that statement, follow it up with a question. I don't know yet. Would you mind looking into it, or what do you think? It gives an opportunity for kids to dialogue. It gives them an opportunity to kind of reflect and think about their question, and it presents an opportunity for them to do some research. Right? That's a skill we try to create and nurture in our young people: the ability to find information on their own, check different sources. Right? I think there's a lot of pressure we put on ourselves as educators to be all-knowing experts, and of course, we should be experts in our content, of course, and we should be willing to learn and study. Right? That's a part of the craft, right? Being able to learn more and to adapt and taking more information about how certain books are read, different techniques with math, different studies out there on science, whether that's biology, psychology. That's just a part of being a student of the game, right? And sometimes our young people, they have such curiosity that they'll go out and do their own research, and please provide them opportunity, a platform, just a space to present their research, right? I've had students read several Shakespeare books and become Shakespeare experts, and I respect that. I'm not the biggest Shakespeare expert. I'm not the biggest Shakespeare fan. I try to know the books that we're teaching, and I'm grateful when a young person, can fill in the blanks or can say, hey, I want to give more information or more context about why or how this author's using this technique. I think that's beautiful, right? Giving kids the space to be educators, right? Again, I don't have to be all knowing. Of course, I should be an expert in setting up the experience, and I may not be an English teacher, as I like to say, in my first couple of years. I'm in year 12. I still don't feel like an English teacher. I don't feel like a professor of any sorts, and that's okay. As long as I'm growing, as long as I'm learning, as long as I'm keeping my ears and my eyes open and continuing to learn more about my subject area, to learn more about how to deliver instruction. That's the beauty of it all. So don't think I don't know yet as a barrier or impediment or something that stops the conversation. If anything, once you follow up with a question, you got a dialogue right there, and that's beautiful when kids are communicating, right? When kids are talking back, not in a disrespectful way, you know what I mean. But when kids are in conversation with each other, with one another, with you, that's a part of that community building, right? That's a part of that trust. They trust that, all right, Mr. White doesn't know everything, but he will look into it, and you got to follow up. You got to follow up with a question, or you got to follow up with some action. Don't leave a kid hanging, okay? Try your best, right? Why does that matter? As a black male educator, I'm big on dialogue. I'm big on kids conversing. I'm big on kids being independent. I'm big on kids asking questions, right? Sometimes we'll stop class and we'll try to figure it out together. We'll do the research, impromptu in the moment, and we'll check different sources just to model research and also to find some answers, And it makes for a really cool classroom experience when we are all on the same page about, what other questions do you have? Do you have a question? And some kids will, again, they'll become educators, and they'll put that hat on, and they'll talk to their colleagues and they'll talk to their peers and say, hey, here's what I found, or here's what I know from prior experience. So, and I just love seeing that when young people are connecting like that over their curiosities. So I'm D. White. I'm just one black male educator, and these are just my thoughts in black. I'll see you around. Visit me at justblackthoughts.com. And if you don't mind, please hit subscribe. Peace.